Hey, what's up, traders? Dave FX Hunter here. Welcome to the weekly Forex forecast. We will look to the three cryptocurrencies which are interesting for me currently, and then we go through the COT data and the Forex pairs. So, this is Bitcoin. We have the bounce from this weekly order block, right? So, currently we have the one order block above and the second one. I think we could see the break above this one because in this level will be a lot of liquidity of those who shorted after this candle close, right? This we have this two big uh bearish patterns, and then the price start to move higher, right? So total fuck up. And I think another liquidity is in here, so potentially we could go visit this level around this 50k, something like that, right? What's gonna happen in here? Of course, I would like to see the Bitcoin going up because I'm holding it for the long term, for the three digit numbers. And I want to, of course, I want to see that, but there is a lot of questions right now regarding to the Russia accepting the Bitcoin, which I believe it's good. It could bring the money to the Bitcoin, but the question is how the West will react into it, right? Because it's another reason for them to ban it, etc., etc. So I think we're going in here. Then I don't say this is not possible. Of course, I would like to see 200k, 300k, 1 million, but we must be realistic right now. Yes, so I believe short-term target could be around this 50k. Then up or down, who knows. Next one is Ethereum. Very similar. We have this bounce on this order blocks on this consecutive two bearish candles which been dropping, and then the price has been rising up from here strongly, right? So we have the bounce in here, and right now we have the liquidity above here, and then we can come into this order block. So potentially, I think 3,800 is very possible in the some short term move, which would be something around I don't know, maybe 20-30%, something like that, even more. So next one is a Litecoin, and Litecoin has a beautiful bounce on this order block from here, where it's contacted for the first time. Since then, we can see that the volume is slightly growing while the price is moving up. So I think 150 or maybe something like a 200 could be possible. Most likely this one, right? Then I don't know what's gonna be happening here. So there is still a lot of questions, right? Because it all looks positive, but regulations, the war, and the things, So we will see. We will see. Okay, so next one will be the dollar index, and okay, so right now we need to go to the COT applications, and we will look for the dollar. So on the dollar here on the right side, we can see that the banks actually still very bullish, right? They are 76% to the bullish side, and it's bullish for me. So yeah, now we are looking to the weekly, and on the weekly here is a room to go higher. If we look to the price section, it still looks to the bullish, right? This is a week, this is daily, and I believe that this level could be visited, right? Even though I'm thinking that dollar index start to looks bearish. Yes, they not bringing too much shorts yet, but yeah, anyway, I will not comment this. Basically what we have here is this, right? So what I'm thinking that on the daily perspective we could see still rise up, and then some bigger pullback, right? Because this, what we can see here, this is not how ends the bullish market, right? So I think we will still see some big up move in here. So that's on the daily view. But if we go to the lower time frame, what's going on in here? We can see this. Let me hide this. So what we have here is we have these two lows, which are interesting liquidity definitely, and then we have these two highs, and then we have another two highs in here, right? So I believe that this will be cleared up, and once these levels are out, then something like this, and then big drop down here, right? So that's what I'm expecting for the dollar. Now we are looking to the euro. Euro had a bounce from this weekly order block in here, but the bounce is very weak, and always after such a big downtrend, we must see some consolidation, and then the price could go up. So I'm basically quite early in my position. Let's go to the COT. We can see that the banks has been bullish. They show up some bullishness coming, and then they basically dropped their positions. They dropped 40,000 k of their positions as well. We can see that the commercials dropped their longs, right? So maybe it's because of the war in the Ukraine. I'm not sure. So basically, let's go to the lower time frame. We know we have this bounce, and we know that we need some consolidation in here, right? So most likely, like on the opposite of the dollar index, we will probably see something like this, right? And then maybe some breakup higher. But I believe, I must admit that even I'm in the short trade currently, maybe I am wrong, and I must be objective. And I'll see the price coming lower, right? So let's see how this is gonna play. Next one is a pound. Pound looks very similar. Everything actually has come into that weekly levels, right? And we have the March, which is after the first quarter of the year, and mostly in this time the trends are changing, right? So if we look to the bigger time frame, we can see that here we have something like 1, 2, 3, 4, and we expecting big wave 5, right? So, and we are now in the weekly zone, so it looks good as well. The big volume is always traded on the reversals, right? So right now I believe, yes, we will go higher, but we will need some more time, right? So let's go to the daily, or maybe to the 4 hours. No, let's go to the daily. Let's clean all this. And even though the price has moved higher, I think that we will still see the drop lower again, and then maybe building some position for the bigger move up, right? So we are currently in this consolidation phase. It's We don't see this, but I think that the range is being established right now, and we will see something like this here before something like that happen, right? So, and it's happening actually on the all pairs except the JPY pairs. I will show you. So this is a Aussie as well. If we look to the weekly, we have the bounce from this order blocks, right? And now the price is moving higher. The Aussie actually is the one of the most bullish currencies. I will show you in the COT data. So what we can see in here is that Aussie, even though we don't see that in the COT data, it does not have that big longs positions, right? It's slightly nothing, and even the shorts are still bigger. But look, we had 115k shorts, and right now they dropping that for that time, and now we have just 74, right? So we actually went from the minus 91k net positions to the 50. So it's actually doubled that bullish exposure. So it's moving up on the shorts closing, while they didn't start to building the longs yet, right? So it's very bullish actually, and this one does not need to do any consolidation. So what I'm expecting on this one, we have this high on the daily, and I think it's gonna be taken out, right? And then we can continue higher. But if I will be looking for the trade, what I'll do is I'll go to the 4 hours or even the 1 hour, and I will be looking for this. We can see how they printing this. They creating this fake level in here for the breakout. And so what I want to see in here, if I want to trade it, I would like to see some correction a little bit lower. I will use the Fibbo for that. So I want to see the correction down here and then break up, right? So we have as well here, we can see that these two lows, it's definitely a liquidity, right? So those who enter at those who will be entering at some false breakout in here, they will have the stop losses here. So if I will trade it, I want to see a manipulation in here, uh, to the down to these levels as well. Look at this nice pin bar candle, right? That's a lot of attraction to the trade, and that's where they will be, those who enter this long, they will be putting their stop losses below here, right? So here will be liquidity for the taking that long, right? So that's a nice opportunity, this one. And now we're going to the USD cat. So USD cat, on the terms of the weekly, we can see that the price is actually has been ranging in here, and we must look even the bigger picture to understand where we are right now. So we can see this, sorry, let me clean this. So we can see basically that the price has been, it's all in the wave, it's all preparing for the wave 5, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, then we have this corrective wave 4, and we are getting ready for the wave 5, right? So we once we know this, we can see that the price is consolidating in here. And what is going on in here? We had the order block, order block, order block, then break of the structure, retest, and now we start to move lower, right? So it looks already bearish for me. And if I go to the Tirita, it's actually confirmed in there. So let's go to the Tirita and let's bring the USD CAD or the CAD contract, right? So we have the Canadian dollar in here, and on the right side we have the USD CAD. So what we can see is basically that the banks has added some longs, they closed some shorts, right? So it's 50 to 46, so doesn't say too much, right? So not that clear, but in terms of the of this technical analysis, it's bearish for me. So what I will be doing right now, uh what's interesting for me is these two lows. I believe they will be taken out. So let's go lower time frame, and we know that these lows should be taken out. So in here, most likely the people will be entering short, right? And we can see actually in the security now, now it makes sense that banks are actually preparing for the bullish move, and then that's in confluence with the bullish dollar. So once this breaks up, then we can wait for the pullback, right? And this pullback will actually be that, if you remember this dollar index, as it's moving like on this side, and we have this something like this, and then we expecting it to move higher and then bigger pullback, right? So this move will be actually uh this move in here, right? So this pullback will be that push on the dollar, right? So we can expect some pullback into the level something like this. So we can draw this. I don't know where will be the low, so we need to adjust that to that low, and then we can expect that move as a pullback in here and then drop down, right? So we are expecting the last push on the dollar. It, of course, I say last push, but it can be like for the next 2 weeks. So yeah, this is what I'm expecting on the USD CAD, right? So this long-term consolidation to make some more pullback and then drop lower, right? So we already can see how this big volume, was traded here on the tops, right? So if if the banks are actually preparing for the up move, they will be trading big volume or here on the bottoms, and they don't do that. They did that on the tops, right? So they've been closing the positions. Now we will might see that pullback, and then we go down. So this still can be the bullish market for the next week. This is Aussie JPY. Aussie JPY is crazy. I had a big loss on this trade, even though I here I have made big mistakes. So what happened in here? We had to break through this level. We had to break through this level. Now we are sitting in this level, and as the Aussie is very bullish, I'm expecting the price to go up even into this level, right? So we know it's bullish. So now we can go to the lower time frame. We can see the 4 hours in here, and we have the break of this level, and we are expecting the move up into this level, right? So how to trade it? It's very simple, right? We have level, and we're gonna use the Fibo. Simply we place it like this. We want to see the retracement to the 62, and then and we have as well the order block to support this idea, and then trade up, right? Not targeting straight to that level, because how it can happen, of course, move up and then correction and then again move up, right? So you can possibly then have a another trade in here, right? So yeah, currently just looking for this pullback and move up. Next one is Euro JPY. It's very bullish as well. So what we had here, we had a reaction in this weekly order block. Now we are going into this weekly as well. But after this breakup and after this such a strong move, I thinking that we will see a lot of people will be trapped in this, right? So I believe we will gonna visit this level in the long term. So how I'm gonna trade it? Again, we have this level. We know we had this breakout here. Let's go to the 4 hours, and what we have here, we have this breakout. Maybe we need to go lower time frame, 1 hour. All right, so we have this. We know the price potentially could go to the 137. Let me delete this one. Right now in here, I would like to take what I don't know. I don't know if the price will react in this level or even on the lower, right? So what I will do in here is I will of course have both options here. So could possibly come down into this level, and as well I could be watching for the entry on this level, right? So I have potential entry here, and then another one in here. So from these two levels I will be looking for longs. This is the cat JPY. Another crazy move, right? It looks like a crypto. So where we potentially going here into this level, right? So how to trade it? We have seen this breakout in here. Again, that's what interesting for me. Let's go lower time frames. And what I will be looking for is, of course, the pullbacks first, right? So if we're looking for some interesting levels, we need to draw the Fibo, right? And where was this breakout again? Okay, so yeah, I need to draw it here. So pullbacks down to these levels and then up, right? So that's something around the 95. And last one is the pound yen, where we are going. Whoa, that was such a big move, right? So here, of course, we are trading already in the level, but I think this will be taken out, right? Because after such a big consolidation, I believe that the move will be much bigger than this one, right? So let's go to daily, let's go to 4 hours, and let's find out what is possible to see in here. And again, right, I will be drawing my Fibo and waiting for the for the pullbacks to enter. Of course, now I'm telling you this is the levels where I will be interested to trade it. And what can happen? Of course, the market doesn't have to retrace back down to my level. It can continue higher. So then what I have to do is I have to adjust the levels, right? So I have to follow it this way until I get the opportunity. All right, my friend. So this is it. This is actually out. This is as well the USD JPY, and this one, where is it coming? This crazy guy. Same thing, right? So it's coming up to here possibly, to because still bullish dollar, and right now again looking for the pullback and entry. So yeah, this is it, my friends. I wish you happy trading, and follow your strategy, and be careful, because right now the markets are really crazy. All right. Bye bye.